Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to do a video on this little piece of Jurassic History, the UK press kit for the Lost World Jurassic Park. I'm not quite sure if this was handed to press and media on the day of the press screening, which was the 30th of May 1997, which took place at the Plaza One on Regent Street, which is now the View, or given to them before in the post or whatnot. But let's have a look inside and see what we've got here. First thing I want to sort of point out is this nice kind of corrugated card of the Lost World logo on the stone background, which is really cool. It's quite a large size. If we look on the back, it's kind of got like a full cast and crew credits breakdown, which is really awesome. Then I'm just going to pop this to the side. Then we have on the inside this really cool kind of outline of the Jurassic T-Rex logo, which is quite a nice little touch there, and bringing it across to the inside back, which I find quite interesting. I sort of like the wording here. First one is this quote: "People shouldn't be where dinosaurs are. The dinosaurs are going to win. Dr. Ian Malcolm." Now, I've done a little bit of research and I've spoken to some people. I mean, that quote, it's not from the films, it's not in any of the scripts, or it's not even from the novels. I've checked. I've done sort of like a find and search because I have them on PDF, and I cannot find it anywhere. So that is quite a random statement there, or a random quote. So I'm not quite sure where they got that from. The next thing I want to sort of bring attention to is this cool little phrase here: no barriers, no fences, no rules other than natural law. Nature is in control and it's not so hospitable to people. This is the Lost World. I really kind of like this element here. I can't remember, I mean, I was 12 when the Lost World came out. I can't remember them using sort of that slogan or that phrase in any of the promo material, but they used it quite here and it's quite cool. Then we just got some more information about the film, parental guidance, which was rated here in the UK, and some more credits. Now the insert to this with all the information is really interesting. I mean, you can tell from the start it's the UK one because you got the distributor in the UK, which was United International Pictures, and then other than that you got a nice cool little black and white Lost World logo. So if we have a look inside, this is pretty cool. We've got like a full cast and crew breakdown again, a little bit more detail for everyone who took part in the film. And you've got also like a notes section here where the press could have made notes on the premiere, etc. I'm not sure what the rules were back then about bringing in their own material to write on, but now this is a really interesting piece, which I actually spent the day reading through this, which I was quite surprised at. Is if we skip through to the prologue here and we have a read through this. A few years back, venture capitalist John Hammond figured out how to recreate dinosaurs from DNA fragments encased in amber. He started a company called InGen, which placed a genetically engineered dinosaurs in a theme park on an island in Costa Rica. But the Jurassic Park systems broke down shortly before it could open. The dinosaurs got free and had to be destroyed, and the island was closed to the public. In the aftermath, everyone involved moved quickly to quash the story. InGen wanted to limit its liability. The Costa Rican government wanted to preserve its reputation as a tourist paradise, and the individual scientists who had been hired as consultants on the project were bound by non-disclosure agreements to remain silent. But as Dr. Ian Malcolm is about to find out, something has survived. Now what interests me about this is the official breakdown which has been given to press on the day or just before the film's released. And although the scene, the boardroom scene, where which was cut out, which they talk about where the islands were and the animals were destroyed, and they cut that out, so we everyone assumes that that's not part of the canon, but they were still giving out in press releases information that backs up them deleted scenes. Now also in here. Now, also inside of here, you have many paragraphs which back up the deleted scene as well, talking about the boardroom scene and things like that, which I find kind of interesting that they were going with this up until release. So it makes me wonder, at what point did Spielberg decide to cut out the boardroom scene and basically leave the fate of Isla Nublar, you know, open, which gladly he did, because we have Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. What I also find cool about this as well is there's a lot of pages and a lot of material in here that is actually original, certainly stuff that I've not seen before. There's a lot of making of stuff, there's a lot of interviews with the cast and crew that I've not seen before, and I don't believe it's out there sort of in the Jurassic Park fan community. One of the things that is really interesting here is a interview with Richard Attenborough, where he's basically absolutely ripping Peter Ludlow's character a new one, which is quite funny. There's also quite a large section in here that goes into the animatronics and the computer generated imagery from the film. You get a lot of cast and crew profiles, which is cool. But yeah, that is a very interesting read. I think what I might do is scan it and put it somewhere for everyone to read, because there is, as I said, a lot of information, a lot of interviews and behind the scenes stuff in there that is not available on the DVDs or on websites or even in the making of book. So yeah, that is a very cool collectible there. As I said, it's a cool piece to own, and it's a cool piece to read. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got your thoughts or anything to say about the alleged deleted scene and the fact that they were using information on that right up until the film's release, and also using it in official press releases, put them in the comments below and let me know. Thank you, everyone.